P1 incidents,
Yes.
critical incidents, right? So you will have a separate procedure for major incidents. Everyone will be on call. No one will leave the call unless the incident is resolved because there is a huge impact that is happening, and so on. So normally you will make a bridge call where everyone will come together and resolve and so on. Okay. In extreme cases, if nothing is working, even the disaster recovery plans may be revoked by the incident to resolve an incident, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you should always keep formal process for logging and capturing the incident information. You can use things like self-help tools to give incident information to users. Normally, all the incidents are reported to service desk, and then from that point, where to give it to, what routing to be done. Some organizations say we do not want tiered support. Tiered support is L1, L2, L3 kind of support. Some organizations say we do not want tiered support. We will have everyone on call for all coming incidents and we'll resolve it as and when they come immediately. So they use a technique called swarming. This is called swarming. Everyone will jump on an incident immediately when it comes. They will try to resolve it. It will not be put in a queue. So ticket queue is one option. Many organizations nowadays are taking up a more modern approach called swarming. There are pros and cons for each. We'll discuss that in the next module, CDS module. Any questions on the incident management?
From this thing was we have two types of incident, either an incident or a major incident. So in ITIL, was a major incident management is not an another practice apart from the incident management.
No, it is a sub process in incident management itself.
Okay.
So incident management, and you have 10 categories of incidents, 10 types of incidents. 2 to 10 you resolve using this method. For P1 incidents or for this one type of major incidents, you need a separate procedure. What is that separate procedure? You may have everyone on call. You may have additional resources allocated to
The
that.
dedicated team of the major incident
Yes.
management.
Yes. Separate procedures is allowed and is an accepted practice. Mostly in most of the organizations you have this.
Yes.
Okay. Any follow-ups on this? Any other questions on incident management? No? Okay. Moving forward. Problem management. Problem is root cause or potential cause of one or more incidents. Please remember, bigger incident is not a problem. Complex incident is not a problem. 10 incident is not a problem. Any root cause of an incident is a problem. Root cause of an incident is a problem. Incident and problem are separate species. They are separate entities. There is a cause-effect relationship. Incident is an effect. Problem is a cause. Is this clear?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So many times people say, oh, you know what, this incident happened 10 times, so we made it a problem. Or we were unable to solve this incident within 3 hours, so we converted it to a problem. These statements are logically wrong. You cannot convert incident to a problem. You cannot convert effect to a cause. You cannot convert fever to a typhoid. There is effect, incident, and there is cause. Both coexist. Both are there. So problem is cause or potential cause of one or more incident. So what you have to do to the cause? Find out the root cause and try to fix it. So the purpose of problem management is to reduce the likelihood and impact of incidents by identifying actual and potential causes of incident and managing workarounds and known errors. What is a workaround? A temporary solution. Temporary solution. So for example, this is a server which hangs frequently. In last 1 month, 10 times it has stopped responding. So what do? You restart the server. Okay, you have done it 10 times, fine. But this is not good. You're not really expected to keep doing this. So what you do, you find out the root cause. Then you find out the root cause saying there is a bug in a module in an application installed on this server, which causes this server to stop responding. What is this bug? This bug in a module in an application installed on this server. What is this bug? Is a root cause of the incident, right? Root cause of those 10 server hangs. So this is a root cause. Now you have identified the root cause. Now what you will do, you will say, okay, this is because of the Stack Overflow, and this happens normally after this storage space is over or storage space is nearing the limit. Let's do one thing. Let's restart this server after every 2 days in the night time, after hours, so people are not using it at that time. What is this?
Preventive measure.
This is a workaround, temporary. So you have not fixed it permanently.
Actually, in the incident management procedure, workaround term is using for the solution that we are providing under the incident.
Okay.
And the term that we are referring over here to avoid any incident is preventive measure. And
Okay.
after knowing the RCA, we look for the permanent solution.
Permanent solution, we'll talk about it. So let's call it a preventive measure, as you are saying. So why cannot preventive measure be workaround?
Because
Workaround is temporary.
workaround is something meant for incident. Because whenever an incident is came, we have to provide some workaround so that the user can continue their task.
And that's the term you use, or I mean, it's ITIL.
I cannot say this term is specific to
Let me
my
explain.
organization, because whatever the books I have read so far, all in order to provide some solution for the incident, the term is used as workaround.
Agree. So incident can have workarounds, problems can have workarounds, but workarounds are for problems are also resolving incident. Let me give you an example. Let's continue with this example only. 10 times the incident occurred. What did you do 10 times? Restarted the server, right?
Yeah.
So restarting the server 10 times was what? Workaround for this incident. Okay. Then you found out the root cause. And then you say, why wait for the incident to occur? To prevent this incident, let's keep on restarting it every night. Is this okay? Is this action okay?
Yeah, it's a preventive
Is this
measure.
a permanent? I don't know what it is as of now. Is it solving the problem permanently?
No.
No. It is trying to prevent incidents.
Yeah, that is a preventive measure.
I do not remember reading preventive measure as a definition in ITIL in version 2, in version 3, in version 4. Hence, I am refraining from using that term. But whatever term we use, I'm okay with that. What I'm asking is it permanent?
No.
No, it is temporary.
It's a temporary solution.
Right? And the definition of workaround, is on the next slide. A solution that reduces or eliminates the impact of incident or problem for which full resolution is not yet available. Meaning the permanent thing is not yet there, it is temporary. So can I call, by this definition, can I call it workaround?
Yeah, in that case we can.
Okay. So if you continue to call it preventive maintenance, absolutely fine. I mean, it's not wrong. I'm just saying by the ITIL definition, this is workaround. Workaround can be for incidents. Workaround can be for problems. Now let's come to the interesting and practical part of it. So when you restart the server, you are using a workaround. But this problem will cause more incidents in future.
Yes.
This problem will cause more incidents in future. And as of now, you have the root cause, but you don't have the solution, permanent solution. Now, here is the permanent solution. This is an Oracle application. You send an email to Oracle saying, hey, this is a bug in your system. Please give us the patch. Oracle says this is out of life and this is a very customized solution. We will require $1 million to develop the patch for this bug. Can you do it? Do you want it or not? Depending on the business priority, you may want to spend $1 million on that. You may not want to spend $1 million on that. Let's say you do not want to spend $1 million on that. What will you do then? You will
Workaround.
Yeah, you will keep using workaround. You will say, I am capturing this workaround for this known error. The bug, the root cause you found out was called known error. It is an error in your system which is known to you. It is an
Yeah.
error in your environment which is known to you. So for for problem for which a full resolution is not yet available, can have workaround captured in the KED. So next time, whenever the server hang, you don't go through the pain of doing the RCA again. We have done the RCA. We know the bug. We know it takes $1 million. We are not going to do it. Restart it every night. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So the logic is, next time the incident occurs, you do not go for RCA route. You know you have done it once. There is no point spending more time on it. Restart and move forward. There are some problems which you decide to live with. This is an example of a problem which you decide to live with. There is no point spending $1 million on developing a patch. Instead, I can hire one engineer to work in the night time to restart this server every night. And it will be much cheaper solution than $1 million, isn't it? So whether to fix the problem, whether to solve the problem permanently depends on many other parameters. Make sense?
Yes.
Guys, any questions, queries?
So what do you mean by proactive and reactive problem management?
Very good. We'll come to that. We have it there. Let me see if we have covered everything here. Yes. Okay. So now incident management is saying, hey, we are facing this incident again and again. We are raising a problem ticket. Please look at it. And the problem manager takes it. Whatever problem tickets come to me as a problem manager, I will try to do RCA. Right? This is one way of doing it. But incident management teams become very busy because they have millions of incident backlog, and they simply forget to inform the problem manager about the potential problems. Does that mean that the problem manager will not work on any problem ticket?
No.
Is that the ideal scenario? No. What a problem manager should do? Problem manager proactively should look at IDB, incident database. IDB for TFI, trend, frequency, and impact. Oh, network related incidents are increasing trend. Let me find out the root cause. Let me find out why it is happening. Frequency. Oh, this application fails frequently. Let me find out why it is happening. Frequency and impact. Oh, this is P1. We should ensure all P1 have root cause identified. Let me raise a problem ticket on my own and find out the root cause. Right? So we are doing this proactively. Proactive analysis of your incident data to find out potential problems, raise a problem ticket and trying to resolve it. It's called proactive problem management. Reactive means someone else raises a problem ticket which comes to you to resolve, comes to you to do RC. Proactive means you go and find out potential problems using the incident data and raise a problem ticket on your own and resolve. This is proactive problem management. Is this clear?
So in both the cases, right, the problem is analyzed based on the incident's occurrence. No, it is how can we claim it as react or proactive? Proactive means something that is done before, even before the incident that occurs, right?
Okay, so there is one way to do pure proactive. So first of all, in ITIL, these two activities are called reactive problem management and proactive problem management. Remember, in problem management, then there are further three activities which are there on the screen: problem identification, problem control, and error control. But I'll explain that in a bit. So the definition is reactive problem management means someone else raises a problem ticket, you resolve it. Proactive problem management means you try to identify potential problems, you try to find out potential problems and try to resolve. Now here is another scenario. So someone said, hey, this application hangs frequently or stops responding frequently. There is a problem ticket, you start working on it, you assign it to three problem management staff. They spent 3 months to do the RCA and found out that there is a bug in this module of this application which causes this issue, right? You spent 3 months into 3 resources, 3 FTEs, effectively 9 months you spent on it, 9 resource months you spent on it. Okay, then you said, oh, this is an Oracle application, let me send an email to Oracle. Oracle says, thank you for letting us know, we know about it, we are going to fix it in the next version. How would you feel?
Not being attended properly.
So you knew about it. I spent 3 months, my 3 resources spent 3 months. Why did you not simply tell me that there is a known issue? We would not have worked on it. We would have waited for 6 months for you to fix it, right? So in this case, what should be done? Next time, whenever there is a new version, please send me the list of known issues. I will simply capture those known issues into my known error database. So next time I will not spend 3 months chasing the thing which you already know, right?
Correct.
This is also proactive problem management, right? So when the problems are being introduced, when you roll out version 2 of this application, 10 problems are gone already into that. Now you will come to know about it when someone tells you, when it actually causes the issue. But you can come to know about it proactively also. Every application that is being rolled out always should come with known issue list. You know this known issue list? We don't call it bug. We call it known issues. It is a bug. So you capture those known issues into your known error database. So let's look at 3 stages in problem management. Problem identification. Problem identification, someone else can identify potential problem, raise a problem ticket and give it to you to resolve. Or you can do proactive problem identification also to resolve it. Okay. Based on trend, frequency and impact analysis of your incident database. Then you do RCA, root cause analysis. Root cause analysis is problem control. Find out the root cause, problem control. And after finding out the root cause, you say, okay, now this is what we are going to do. We are going to either fix the problem permanently or wait for 6 months for the new version to come, or going to raise the change request to do it next month only, whatever. But till that time, you'll have to maintain the database of known issues, known errors. So maintaining the database of known errors, maintaining the database of known workarounds, and making it available for incident management to make their life easier is error control. Keeping track of errors till the time they are permanently resolved, which may be indefinitely also. Make sense?
Yes.
3 activities: problem identification, problem control, and error control. Problem control is RCA. Error control is maintaining the record of known errors, maintaining known error database, maintaining the record of known workarounds, and making it available to incident management staff to resolve the incidents proactively in future, easily in future. Okay. Questions, queries? Nothing? All good? Already good? Three simple practices are remaining. Service request management practice. We all know what is a service request. The purpose of service request management practice is to support agreed quality of service by handling all predefined user-initiated service request. I want my laptop to be replaced. I want my mouse to be replaced. I want to know whether this service will work on Sunday. I have a feedback for your IT staff. I want my password to be reset. All of this are service requests. The purpose of service request management practice is to support the agreed quality of a service by handling all predefined user-initiated service requests in an effective and user-friendly manner. What is a service request? A request from user to initiate a service action which has been agreed as a normal part of service delivery. These are the service requests that we agree to resolve in 1 day. These we agree to resolve in 3 days. These we agree to resolve in 3 hours. You have the service request catalog. Normally nowadays, all of this is automated. People don't have to talk to a human being. They can go to the self-help portal, get it approved, get it immediately done and resolved. Probably at the very last, you will have the human intervention required. Any questions on service request management? You already know this practice, request fulfillment, service requests.
So with this chatbots or this category, service request management chatbots.
Yes. So they are one more delivery mechanism for fulfilling service request. Chatbots, IVR chats,
IVRs.
virtual assistants nowadays.
Yeah.
All of these are delivery mechanisms for service requests. Standardized things they can do. If you are asking for something which is not in the catalog, they will connect you to the service desk. That's the normal route, right?
Yes.
Chatbot, automation, AI assistant. Just imagine. So nowadays, when you book the cooking cylinder, the gas cylinder, you can do it through WhatsApp. Service
Yes,
request
yes,
automation.
exactly.
You say
Exactly.
hi, and then it automatically takes a booking request and give you the payment link, and it's done. You don't have to talk to an individual at all.
Yes.
Okay. Questions, queries on this one? Any clarifications? No? Okay. Moving forward. Next one, simple one, service desk. The purpose of service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service request. Remember the demand word. Demand comes from that service value chain. Remember?
Yes.
Opportunity and demand. The purpose of service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service request. Sometimes they are able to resolve it also, sometimes they will pass it on. It should be the entry point and single point of contact for service provider with all of its users. So you can have local service desk, central service desk, virtual service desk. Nowadays, we are using chatbots. You're using virtual assistants, IVRs, right? Automation is very popular in this area. Nowadays, automation is very common in this area, service desk. Service desk may not be a very technical desk. Some service desks are, but sometimes you just need a call capture or call logging desk, information capture desk. Sometimes you need really good technical experts to resolve the calls then and there itself. Depend on what your business priorities are, how much waiting you want to have, how many calls you want to resolve at the first call. You may use AI, RPAs, self-service tools, self-help portals. Service desk includes all of that. The purpose of service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service request. It should be the entry point and single point of contact for all users to talk to service provider. Questions, queries on this one? All okay?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's move to the last one. Most commonly known, SLA. Heard the term SLA? Service level agreement. What a service provider and customer has agreed to each other. What service provider has agreed to deliver, what service levels have been agreed to deliver, what customer has agreed to take and do in return. So service level management, the purpose of service level management practice is to set clear business-based targets for service performance. This is very important. Many times service providers write technical targets, which even if all the targets are met, does not really mean anything for the business outcome. So customer is interested in business outcome. So let's focus on business-based targets, business outcome-based targets. The purpose of service level management practice is to set clear business-based targets for service performance so that the delivery of service can be properly assessed, monitored, and managed against these targets. Why business-based targets? Why understanding business context when defining service level targets, service level agreements is important. Let me give an example. Okay, so I have witnessed a conversation where CEO was very upset and telling the CIO, how can you have 6 hours of downtime? How can you have 6 hours of downtime? Right? We agreed this very important portal, important service. You cannot have 6 hours of downtime. CIO says, but sir, we agreed in our SLA that 12 hours of downtime in the entire year, 30 hours of downtime in the entire year is acceptable. That means 2.5 hours of downtime every month is acceptable. And I just had 6 hours of downtime, but in last 8 months, I never had a single downtime. So you should not blame me. We still have, out of 30 hours, I have consumed 6 hours. We still have 24 hours. And I'm sure I will not exceed that in next 1 year. So we are okay, right? We are as per the SLA. What's the problem? Do you see a disconnect here?
Yes.
What was agreed is 30 hours, out of which only 6 hours have been consumed. 24 hours are still remaining. There is enough space for SLA to breach. But still the business is not happy. Why so? We agreed for 30 hours in a year, right?
It's lower down the reputation because.
Yeah. So this was a business, this was a company for online florist company, online florist portal. So you can book sending flowers to your loved ones on the portal online, send flowers online, not online flowers, real flowers. And the downtime happened on 13th of February.
So it's the peak business time for that
Yeah,
particular.
next day is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it depends on the peak
Business cycle.
timing. It depends on the availability of the particular site.
So business is not going to listen to you when you say, but you sign the SLA. If it is your job to understand the business impact, it is your job to probe what are your peak and off-peak business cycles. It is your job to probe. If you are a company who books 80% of your annual revenue in that one day, 13th of February, how can you say no? We agreed 30 hours, and out of that I have consumed 6 hours. That's not a business-based target to sign in the SLA. Getting the point?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yes.
So the purpose of service level management practice is to set clear business-based targets for service performance so that the delivery of service can be properly assessed, monitored, and managed against those targets. And these targets are captured in SLA, service level agreements, a documented agreement between a service provider and customer that identified both services required, what services are we agreeing to, what levels of services are we agreeing to, right? What are the penalty clauses, what are the support hours, what is the support window, service window. The service will work for 24/7, but the support is available only between 9 to 6, whatever you are agreeing to should be captured in this agreement. How the improvement will happen, how the service performance will be monitored, measured. Write service level agreements in common business-based language rather than technical language. It is important that every party who reads it understands it. If you write SLA to be too technical, people will not understand it. People will not understand their jobs, their responsibilities, their expectations. What are they expected to do in that SLA?
SLA,
Okay.
SLA can have the legal clauses also, right?
Oh yes, SLA can have legal clauses, SLA can have force majeure clauses, SLA can have penalty clauses. But legal clause and legal language is different.
Yes.
It is absolutely okay to have a legal clause in the SLA, but it is not a good idea to write the entire SLA in legal language.
Legal language. But
People
most
will
of the
not
time
able to
we
understand
vet it.
it.
But most of the time we or our service provider vet the SLA through their legal department.
Yeah.
That is the practice.
Yeah. So it is okay to get an approval from the legal department, but if you give the job of writing the SLA to the legal department, you only will not be able to read it.
Yes.
Whereas this was happened, and so there will be like 20 whereas clauses and then the first service clause. You will not read that clause. First 20 pages will be legal terminology. Try reading the simple sale deed of your house, sale agreement of your house.